How you doing here? Okay, back again. Excuse me. Well, I started my stream back up, and the line yellow, the health line was yellow, and so I stopped it, and then I went to my site, the YouTube admin, and then I was going to delete that little short piece so that it wouldn't get, so I wouldn't wonder what it was later, and because a lot of times if it's not very long, when you restart, I stopped the stream and then restarted it. Probably about a minute later, because the reason I know that is because when I started it again, it jumped right to a minute over there on my preview. Let's see if I've got. Yeah. So I think it put them together and made one video. I was trying to get rid of that, but anyway, I was coughing and it was yellow. So anyway, back to the desktop and back to trying to figure out something about the. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm making a video. So I'm gonna go. Let's see. I don't want downloads this time. I want documents. My websites. Okay. Now, I think. Yes, I want to try to get to. I want to try to see if I can get bishopco.biz to show up. On the internet, my DNS server. I mean, it's up and running. It's just not all configured right. And I think I know what to do now. And then I'm going to go in here and try to fix all these broken domains that I broke. But first, I'm going to re-download what DNS settings I have in case I make it even worse. I had another thought. Maybe I should try that first. Okay, so my domain itself is working. And because it's got the critical stuff in here, but it doesn't have all the email stuff is what's missing. So I'm going to download manage templates. That's where I screwed everything up. That's those templates that I made one of. Unix, Windows, import a zone file. Yeah, okay. So I tried importing my zone files that I had already downloaded, and excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. Okay, that's going to be the exact same name. So I'll have to rename it once I get it. And let's see what happens with the Windows. I don't know what a Windows one looks like. I really don't think, I'm almost certain that Godaddy's not running on Windows servers. Like their domain name system. I'm sure it's running on, well, they say Unix, right? They're probably running on, they may be running on Unix and not Linux. They might be running on, excuse me. Unix is the great grandpappy of Linux. Linux was written to be a Unix-like operating system. That's what Linus Torvalds called it originally. And so they, a lot of people, I don't know. I guess they've been around long enough, or they like Unix. They work with it, so they'll still call Linux a Unix-like operating system or something like that. But anyway, you see that when you read stuff or watch videos. Mostly I see it when I read stuff. So we got that downloaded, and let's see what they look like. Yeah, they automatically renamed them, but see, I've already moved them over to these folders, so I'll have to do something, put a date on it or do something. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll use that automatic renamer and have it put the date in there. That'll fix it once I get them downloaded. If you could do the time and the date, that'd be fantastic, but it won't do that. So here's what I've got now. See, short and sweet. Oddly enough, that wouldn't be quite enough to make me I was thinking, see, I keep going back and forth. It might be, what? If I was thinking I don't need all the mail server stuff in there because it's not on my server. But the more I look at all this stuff, okay, if I have one like this and all I have in is my, my NS records in there, and this is the right IP already right there. That's my external IP because I have that set in there. That's what I've got them all going to that. And then down here, change that, change those two. But the thing is, that means all of my And before I forget, all these right here, those they call those stops, the semicolons. And in these files, they're considered stops. Well, there's two things they call stops: the period there, but they keep unless I misunderstood, and I could have because it's hard to understand the guys in the videos I've been watching because they have real thick foreign accents, foreign to Texas, foreign to the United States. Anyway, I think he calls that a stop, and but also I thought I heard him saying that call it. Well, of course, I'm listening to different people too, but oddly enough, the only people that are helping teach, and it's not actually Fedora, it's Red Hat, but that's the daddy, the mama, daddy or mama, whichever you want to look at it, of Fedora. That's the parent company of Fedora, is Red Hat Linux, and that's the integrated system, servers and all that stuff. That's what they do. Well, I guess they do desktops for enterprise as well. But anyway, I'm thinking I may be, I got an error. I tried to upload my files that I had downloaded before I messed everything up, and it said error. But what if those are not comments? I thought, well, maybe that would be considered commenting it out. And these, see, different file formats can use different symbols for commenting things out. But the most generally used one I've ever seen is the number sign. But I got to thinking, hey, maybe I can just do that. I can put a number and comment every one of those lines out, because I know for sure none of those need to be in there. And then I could delete them, but if you can leave them in there and comment them out, it's better, because then you know where you got it and everything else. There is one thing at the very top, domain. That might need to be there. I'm not sure. No, because it's right there. I don't think you need it there. You just want SOA record and then domain name, and then I think that's the way it should be. But anyway, I'd have to double check that. But that's why you don't delete stuff if you don't have to. Okay, discard changes. See, noticed I'm making a change. This one, let's see if I can tell. I did follow those links today, and they go, that's the software, that is bind software, and that is the original information from when it was invented in 1989, I think it was, and explains the whole system. So that's what that was. I thought maybe I missed some good instructions. Well, there's not really instructions on there. It's just for you to download the software, but I just did that with the Fedora repositories because it's in there. So any slight changes that might need to be done for it to run well on Fedora was already done. Or really, it's for Red Hat. It says that in the config files. So, but it runs. Of course, that's what it installed. Fedora Anaconda installed on it. So, yeah, I don't see anything right offhand that would be any different. I don't know what the difference would be unless it was in the mail records that I lost. But the message doesn't look any different. So I don't know why one would be considered for Windows and the other one for Linux. Doesn't seem to be any different. I think this one would be for Windows. Let's rename it right now. Yeah, I remember that, so I'll get that messed up, didn't it? Got a parentheses there. Okay. I'm not going to download any more Windows ones, I don't think. I just wanted to know if I should. But I'm going to download all these broken ones because I'm going to download bishopco.biz again. I guess I said I wasn't going to do any more Windows, but this is the one that's not broken. So all this is what I need to get back. I'm just going to re-export it again, so I'll have double copies of it. I guess I'll do Windows or I'll never know. Now, before I go looking through them again, let's just keep going until we get them all downloaded. Back and forth is kind of easier for me to find my links now that I've realized it. This site has always been hard to navigate. All right, I'll do them both and every one. Why not? I might be wishing I had, so it's better to be safe than sorry. let's see, how many have I got? I'm going to go up to bishopco. I got Psalm 68, bishopco.biz, and then bishopco.com. Okay, I've got to do psalm68.com. This is probably an exercise in futility here because these are not the ones I need. These are the ones that's missing everything. Unless they ended up being useful. I mean, they're all cleaned up. They don't have anything but the basics in them. They don't have any mail records in them, and that's actually maybe what I need for my DNS server. So, okay. Now, I never did check my sound over there. I see you got my preview playing, but I never did unmute it. And wait. Okay. I guess I just hadn't been talking enough recently. Okay, so before, how am I going to do this? I've got these other ones that I downloaded earlier today. Let's do them first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The name, well, if I have to rename them, then maybe I shouldn't rename these yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and rename them. Okay, Don Songs. I wonder if the .com.txt caused trouble. That would be very likely. Threw it off with what was the file extension. So I'm going to go ahead and rename them. And I'm going to take that dot out of there. I kind of figured the way they wrote that file out would, you know, it would work on their servers as well as other people's without. They didn't say any. I didn't reread that note again, but I don't believe it says in that note, you know, comment all this stuff out to make it work. It could, but let's go ahead and rename them. And I want to let's see. I'm going to try to do some automated stuff. Okay, find and replace the period or the dot with a dash. There we go. You can use underscore, and sometimes that's actually preferable for some, depending on what kind of system it is. Unix systems didn't, long time ago, they would not work with dashes. It could only be underscores. And underscore, well, it looks like a space. That's why I don't like using them. I'm going to put an underscore though. That kind of tells me that really shows me, you know, that's on the other hand, that shows me that's a .org, that's a .biz. I just translates to my brain that way. Now let's see if I can do advanced functions, date system functions. That's exactly the ones I want. Current time. Okay, there's all the date ones you can choose from. They're already there. You can search, you know, and stuff too. That's pretty cool. Let's see. What's the difference in? Yeah, you want the date section. I just don't know why there's so many of them. Oh. Here we go. Creation date. Insert the file's creation date. Insert the formatted year, month, day. I'd rather it be month, day, year, so let's try this one, and if that's, yeah. And if I put, okay, now the $sign means the original file name, so you put I want a dash, or something. Well, yeah, I'm still going to have dashes in my file names. I could put a underscore there. That looks funkier. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. If I have trouble uploading it, I will rename it back to like Don Songs. I'll leave it underscore.com, underscore com or something like that. That's what I'll do. Take the date off. Okay, so 5/11/18, they're all going to be the same day. And see, that's why it don't work. This is not going to help me because these are 5/11/18. I wish to the heck that I could rename like all of my video files to the date, put the date on them, the ones that don't have the date, and then the creation time, and or put the but you can't do that. You can only do you can make a series number if you want and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool, and I need to do that with all my videos because they didn't. I think they have the date, but then they have random numbers in it. Just okay. Time. Insert current time. That is it for time. Let's see. Nope, no time on that side. I want to make sure that I'm not missing something. GPS, date and time. But these are JPEGs and GIFs, so it's not going to be in a text file. But if you had JPEG, a TIFF, XF, I guess I don't know if it's only those file types or what, but those will do date and time. Date and time original right there. Oops. But it says unknown. Contains unknown image. I've got all kinds of junk in there. I didn't mean to click on that and make it happen. But I know I've done this enough to learn what to. I actually saved some of these so I could copy and paste them in there. I just remembered that. Font, family. How would you put that in the file name? A JavaScript plugin, can you believe that? Insert a snippet of JavaScript code in the file name. PDF plugin, author, creator, name. Okay. Recent, insert creation date, original time, original date. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the one I just used. Series number, episode, season, series number, original file name, special characters. The kind that mostly you can't use in file names. Some systems don't bother. It doesn't bother them at all. Like Linux can use all of these, I'm sure. But Windows, especially older Windows systems. Now these are for MP3 OGs and stuff like that. No time, no date. Transliteration. What is that? Oh yeah, original file name capitalized. Original file name converted. Original file name. Got to do like this to be able to read it. There, upper. I use that a lot. I like sometimes when they're like all caps. I can't stand that, and I'll make them just like a capital at the beginning. You can original file name all lowercase or all uppercase. Right there. The string following the semicolon. Search translate original file name. Yeah, nothing to do with time or date. So, insert current time. That is all I got. But I may have to do it to differentiate these from each other. Because the season and all that junk is just silly to try to do. Also, I need to get at the end of there. I think I was still up there where I did my deleting, and you don't want it right there. You want it right there. I remember that while I was looking. So, time. GPS time. Date and time. Date and time digitized. Date and time original. Oh, what is this? Oh, I'm back in the wrong section. I was like, what? Now it did it. Did something. Didn't do anything. Guess because I hadn't... why won't it go where I want it to go? Insert current time. That is it. Preview. Why don't I get a preview? Oh. Okay. Didn't work. Why didn't it work? Might be better if it... No, I'd rather it be... I was thinking I might need a dash, but... Oh, maybe I didn't select it. There we go. Now. 9/18/45. Well, that's hard to read, though, isn't it? 09/18/45. But I don't want it formatted correctly, that those double dots in it would mess everything up. So I'm wondering if I should do... Or maybe I should do it this way. It's getting to be a really long file name. Or I could do this. I just said I don't like caps usually. See, I don't like that. Doesn't even... I don't do that, so that wouldn't make any sense to me. That's better than random numbers, though. Okay. I'm going to do that for now. I may not be happy with it later, but that way I can tell these apart from these. That's why I'm going to so much trouble. And I hit the wrong key. I was trying to hit Shift and I hit Tab. Can't get them all to save my life. Okay, now those... I'm going to do the same thing. Now, I wish I had that all saved. Why didn't I copy and paste that? Darn it. It's not that hard, but... Okay, but you need to go back to simple to do the simple stuff, like, can you get to find and replace? Find the dot, replace it with underscore, and, or should I do... Now this one I'm going to do a dash because I'm not planning on trying to, I'm never going to want to upload that one. And also I want to get rid of the parentheses. Altogether. There we go. Now I need to insert... Still going to have to do another dash. Oh, I've got it. No. Oh, right there. Recent. Hey, cool. Okay, so 9/21/22. So evidently that's different than the other one. Well, it should be. Oh, that's, yeah, 9/21/22. So that's, I guess I could have put AM. Doesn't matter. Next, if I ever do that again, I can use AN and PM. Now, I especially want to separate so I can know what's time and what's a date, you know. Okay, now, yeah, that was tedious. Okay, now, what is it I'm trying to save? I remembered one thing. Oh, let's do this right now before I forget again. I need to check in my router. For a minute there, I thought, well, no wonder my server couldn't be seen, my DNS server, because I didn't even have the router forwarded to it. Well, I don't. Port forwarding. Actually, the only thing that's not going to the DNS server, yeah, is the port 80. But I think while I'm working on it and it's up and running, I'll go ahead and it gets to be a real pain to do this back and forth, but 53. I will go ahead and forward everything to the NetPro Max while I'm working on it. That way I'll know everything is working or not. And I do believe it loads better, the website loads better on this machine. Of course, it's wired, and it's a way faster machine. The gateway is a 500 megahertz Pentium 3. This is a 2.8 gigahertz. It's a Celeron, but it's in the Pentium 4 class, so 53. Oh, save. You hit the apply, you think you've done it every time. 53. I like this router, but the interface I'm not real in love with. I've liked other interfaces better. I'll tell you what, the one I've used not very much, I do like, and that's DDWRT. I've studied that crap for years, but I had my Linksys that was the prime candidate for that. I had it, my server was plugged into it for years, and I just never wanted to take it down and have everything. Well, I didn't have too many. I pretty much have everything offline, and then anyway, finally when it got to where it wouldn't work good, and I finally bought this D-Link, then I finally thought, well, I might as well put DDWRT on it, and it can do port forwarding. The interface is easy to understand. Some things are different than what I'm used to. Many more options, more than I need, or some of them I don't understand. Yeah, everything's good there. So now we should be, let's see what Dawn Songs comes up as now. Okay, it comes up right, well, it had been. Okay, but this one's probably going to still be broke, yeah, because I don't have the CNAME www. Okay, and then bishopco.com comes up. And see, they're going straight to this machine now, straight to my external IP. They're not being forwarded now. So see how well they work? They were working that good a while ago on the gateway too. But I noticed, like when I'm reloading and stuff, I think it's different. Okay, so I can use, what I'm thinking is I can use this for my second one. I'm going to try to do this little trick they tell you. Well, oh yeah, what was I thinking? Okay, bishopco.com is the one I think. Yeah, I want to try to fix it first. But now that I have all these other files, not that they may do me any good. Okay, let's go to bishopco and try to. I want to try one more time to upload. Well, before we try any more of those uploading those files, let's just see if this can be seen. Yeah. What if I just, one of my main goals is to get this going. I mean, it was my main goal until I screwed everything up. I mistyped it. Or else I've forgotten it. I've forgotten it. Oh, okay. Now, yeah, okay. I left it right there on the terminal last time. Okay, let's go to Midnight Commander. And what made my volume go up so much on the... There's actually volume keys on the front of this machine. There they are. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so... Yeah, I think that's already got it. I turned it up because I couldn't hear myself, and I wanted to make sure I could hear everything right. Now it's back. It went back to... Everything went back to normal somehow. Okay, etc... You can't type in there and find a file. You got to just go to it. You got to sit there and use the arrow keys. That's the only thing I don't like about this Midnight Commander file manager. It'll do... Actually, right now, it'll do more than Crusader, because Crusader quit doing SFTP. Makes me so mad. I depended on that for all these years. All of a sudden, it just won't work. Well, actually, I can say again, I think I remember getting it to work in one of the... I think I got it to work in Fedora 23 before I reformatted it by setting up RSA keys. RSA? Yeah. SSL connection keys. Name config. Okay, name config. Now, yeah, now see, in this file it's got 2 forward slashes that I guess are considered comments. I don't think those, those are not, well, they could be. Now it says provided by Red Hat. See, those are notes. And that's where it says it's supposed to be by Red Hat as a I see name DNS server as a caching only server. And I'm trying to turn, I'm trying to set up everything to make it from what I gather, you don't install any different apps. I know you don't, because I've seen video after video on it. All you do is set up the config files, right? So maybe I'll remember enough. Otherwise, I have hundreds, thousands of screenshots. Well, I have these config files from Godaddy to go by. So let's see. Listen on port 53. Now, I put any in there. A lot of them, and I think that's okay. Yeah, listen on. Yeah, I think so. It depends on whose video you watch or whose website you read as to what they advise. It's the easiest thing to do and what all. And I do remember, well, some of them just left IPv6 on, and one of them said turn none. And that doesn't seem to be a problem. I mean, when you run that check, it checks out to be working. Okay, now directory, var name, dump file, var name data cache. I haven't had to run into that. Statistics file. Okay. Mem statistics. I didn't really pay much attention to these before. Sec roots. Okay. Recursing file. Ah. Oh, recursing, not reverse. Okay. But I'm not planning on using that. Now, allow query. 192.168.0.1. And I saw in somebody, I didn't know you could do this or I would have done it. Any. Okay. And let's go on down before I was going to hit save. Well, I can hit save. F2 save before I lose my work. Pretty sure now all I changed, I didn't change anything in the semicolons or any of that. I just took out the IP and put any, and that's what I want. I put the router's address because I thought, well, everything's coming through the router. That's the most logical thing. But you know what? That would be stopping the local hosts from being able to access it too. That could be why. That could be why I can't ping it. Let's see. NS lookup. Oh. It didn't work. I just remembered. Oh, okay. So we are on. Yeah. Well, that I looked those up, and I believe those are Go. Oh, that's my DNS servers from Spectrum, Charter Spectrum, my ISP. This is my IP address, my world, my public IP, and it. But you got to reload. You can actually just reload the config files once you edit one. So I'll quit trying to. Let's go finish our editing. I had to go find the command. I might just be reload name config, but well, while we're at it, let's try it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so what I thought is I probably wouldn't have it right. Okay, see, if you are building authoritative DNS server, do not enable recursion, which is what I did, and it's dangerous. It's a security risk. So I said recursion, no. Okay. DNS sec enable, that I didn't bother that with that. That was default that way. Manage keys, those seem to be fine. PID file, okay. And then session key file name, okay. This tells where anything like a zone file is going to tell where it's at. And then there's a Fedora wiki, crypto policy, okay. Logging, let's see. That I didn't touch. Okay, zone internet. Hint. I don't know about that. Named.ca. That might be a file I need to be looking at. Let's go on through first. Okay, now this one I looked at, that's the one with all the, like, the ones out on the internet, the zone, the internet, name servers on the internet, then named root key. Now, here's where I put my stuff in there. This is all formatted correctly, I know that. Okay, zone bishopco.biz, or at least it passes the checks and it will boot. It will start up with the system. Bishop. Oh, okay, and my zone file. So my zone is bishopco.biz. Okay, so I think it'd be ns1.bishopco.biz. I think, unless I'm supposed to put ns1 right there, bishopco.biz. Wouldn't I? I don't know now. I forgot. There's places where you do that, places where you don't. And then master bishopco.biz.zone. Now I did that, and it may be fine. Oh, that's the end of that file. Okay. Okay, but I also need a forward and a reverse zone file, or else I got to put forward and reverse entries in that file. Name, but before I forget, I want to see what name.ca is. You can actually copy. Oh, dang. I hope I didn't mess something up there. Oh, no, you can't copy. I guess I could do it with the keyboard, but I'm not going to try that. Okay. I'm going to get out of this before I mess it up. Name.ca. There's the other one. Let's look at it, and I'll do this with F3 so I'm only reading it. Provided by the Red Hat name server caching package. Configuration zones recommended by RFC 1912. Localhost TLDs and address zones. Okay, and when you look at them, they're, oh, okay. Localhost. Localhost. This is not the one I thought it was. Master. Loopback. I never saw him edit one of these files. Now here's the thing, maybe this is the file that gave me, I didn't have to make one of my own. And I just needed to edit this. This file doesn't have in it what I thought. It's not the file I thought it was. Localhost. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's IPv6. Yeah, IP6. Loopback. Another loop. That's a loopback. Yeah. Named.empty. This might need to be edited. I don't know now. See, I have not been able to find one that's just like that. They're usually red hat, a real 7, and it's not, of course, this is supposed to be from Red Hat, but it may be different. Name chroot files. Now that's something I learned about. Chroot is a folder. Go over there, see if it's over there while I'm thinking about it. Is it var? Maybe you have to create it. It might be, let's see, var named. That's where some of the, var named chroot. There's, what is that? It looks like files, but not really. They're in color. Okay, crypto policies name, Peaky. Run. This one person, one of these professionals in his class he was doing, on YouTube, and he was doing classes, but they're putting up YouTube videos to help sell their classes, they do tell you how to do this stuff, but boy, they run through it. And the only way I can get anything out of it is listening intently and hitting screenshots constantly, and then go back through them. Yeah, there's nothing in there but the folders, and what you do is, well, you can just do it like I'm doing and set it all up and then copy it over. Let's see if that's something you can view. No, not a regular file. Copy it over to these folders. Everything you're working on over here in the original folders, the default folders, copy it over to the chroot directories in the right places. And like say name, anyway, var, and it's supposed to be safer. Keep hackers out of your name server. Hey, we're back. We're still in. Let's see, chroot. Okay, named. There's my zone file. See, var name. That's where I created it following one of those online. This was instead, not a video, but a web page you could copy and paste the commands from. And this is what they showed you to do. Slaves, dynamic, manage keys, data, named run, chroot. Okay. Yeah, there's name.ca. So let's look at mine, though. Okay, there's not much in there. Oh, okay, yeah. But this one doesn't say, well, I don't think you have to label them forward and reverse, but I don't know if I might have to try. I might try. Well, I'll look at my Godaddy one and see if I can copy and paste anything in here first before I try to replace these. I don't know how you tell. Maybe the guy that was doing it. Let's see. I don't remember if he created them in the using the chroot folders. I don't know if he created them in here and then copied them over. Yeah, he did. He created them in here and then copied them over. Because then he had to change the groups and the file permissions and stuff. He did it all in command line, whizzed by it, which I could probably use Midnight Printer to do that stuff. But yeah, this seems to be right. Well, there's where I put the NS1. But do I need to say that it's ns1.bishopco.biz like somewhere else? I don't know, because it still doesn't show up. Well, it might. You know that where I changed that one file to access from anywhere? Maybe that was why it couldn't be seen. Now, here's the other thing. The server, 192.168.0.153. I put the actual, in IP address of the machine, which seems like it would be right. Okay, I got two ways to try and figure that out. Now, this would be the forward zone, and I need a reverse zone. I don't have that. So let's see. Let's go over here to, let's organize them by text files again so that I can. bishopco.biz. Let's open that one for a minute. It sounds like that. I guess oh no, my stream's bad. Well, there's not much you can do about that. If it's ruined, then I'll have to just upload my backup file. As long as my backup file's doing good, then I'm going to reload my preview and see if it makes it look any better. Never know. What happened there? Oh, that file decided to finally open up. I wonder if my machine is not acting too good. I wonder if that's the problem. It seems okay. Okay, I was trying to click over here to make those equal, and then I wanted to go to, forgot where I wanted to go. Completely forgot where I wanted to go. So this stream may be screwed. It's definitely got bad health. And I don't know, my internet, every time I do a speed test, it's it's beyond, it's like 214 down and 11 up, or 10.5 up. So I don't know why it would be giving trouble. I've had more trouble since they went up to 200 megabits than I did when I had 100. What did I have? Before that, I had 60. Yeah, and then it kind of started climbing because they were working on putting in the faster setup. I completely forgot what I was going to go see. Oh, I might have wanted screenshots. No, not those screenshots. Yeah. Oh, I was going to go see my video and make sure it was working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so I'll get out of there so I can't accidentally delete the folder. The file. Okay, so here is the one I just downloaded. And this is their zone file for bishopco.biz, except for this is the one that's being used right. No, this has got email and stuff in it. Oh yeah, because it didn't get messed up. So it's got everything. bishopco.biz. See if I can put those in the same window. Maybe if I make it smaller, I can try to line them up best I can. Okay. bishopco.biz. And that one is, well, that's the name of the file. So, yeah, that's lined up. Okay, no domain bishopco.biz. Well, that's their notes and stuff. Now, I think that this could cause problems with those semicolons. I think it may not. Either, well, let's kind of look that over. Send it for informational before you. In particular, you must update the SOA record with correct authoritative name server, contact email address information, and add correct NS records for the name servers, which will be authoritative for this domain, which is, mine, what I'm trying to set up. Further information, please consult the bind documentation. Now, I might just comment those out. Well, I'm not going to, right now, I was thinking about using these files, just using them, but I'll go ahead and copy and paste into here first and see if that works. So SOA record, unless it's just too hard for me to transliterate it. See, there's just not laid out the same. It's kind of similar, though. You can kind of see. That's an old date in there, isn't it? Oh, I saw him editing that date. That's 2017. See, this is 2018. 103, I guess. I don't know. 2018, 11, 06, 02. See, there's too many numbers for me to know which one's which. And then there's time to live stuff in there. And the guy was explaining in one of the last videos I watched. But SOA NS11 domaincontrol.com. Well, I need to be SOA. I put ns1.bishopco.biz and then, oh yeah, and everybody said do root.ns1.biz. Oh, that's what he said. Email. DNS That's their email server. So mine would be, root ns1.bishopco.biz. Okay, now that makes sense. So, this format, also it has, you see that's not a comment out thing because SOA record. But see, that's different. This has the A in front of it, and everybody uses that in the instructions. They did say to edit this, so I don't know that I could just copy this or just like what I was thinking I could copy this file over and give it the right name. Well, I can always do that. I can still name this as backup, and then name this one whatever name this one is, and I could do that, but I do think I would. Well, I might just edit out some of this stuff here. But then you're going to have the file. Well, the file permissions should be fine if I copy it using Midnight Commander. It should just make the right file permissions, I think. So it should. It should make them to the whatever file permissions that, like root at var name, whatever is the normal permissions for that folder, it would do that. Okay, and then A records, it's not very well. There's the IP address. Okay, that's the external IP address. That's probably what I'm going to have to do then. Everything is similar. Oh, and I do have the forwarded living beings subdomain. I think I call it subdomain. Is that right? I keep getting the name wrong for that, but livingbeings.bishopco.biz is what that is. Subdomain, subdomain, and forwarded, which it was. It's not anymore. Well, it might be. Actually, I never saw the settings for that one, I don't think, today. CNAME records, now that's all the email, mobile email, PDA for contact, pop mail, SMTP, webmail. It's mostly all mail. I guess it is all mail. Well, FTP, there's FTP right in the middle of all that. E for that's still email. Now that's all going to be the same. I'm only using 2 email addresses, one for Dawn Songs and one for Psalm 68. The rest I don't have any emails set up. But yeah, bishopco.biz doesn't have an email, so this would not make any difference either way. And these are just there but not set up. Then at the bottom, you got NS records. I don't have that in this file. Oh, I probably do need that. You know, I think I debated about that before. Yeah, that date is probably the date that file was. I thought I created that file. Why would it say 2017? I don't know. Yeah, the more I go around with it, the more I'm like, what do I do now? But I do want it to work with Godaddy, so I'm going to save this one. Let's see. Mark, replace. Mark, search, pull down. Let's hit F9. See what the options are, because I'm thinking maybe I can save as, yeah. Let's look at the other options while I'm in here. Undo, redo, copy, move, delete, copy to clip file, cut to clip file, paste. Okay. Search, toggle a bookmark. Oh. Command, go to line. It's a pretty cool editor, really. Spell check. Oh. I think this may have some features that KWrite doesn't have. Format, literal, insert date and time, format graph, sort, window, move, resize. Oops. Next, previous. Syntax highlighting. I like that. It usually normally just does that. Learn keys, save mode, syntax file, save setup. So what I want to do, I've already forgot what was I wanted to do. I want to save as. Yes, save as. F12. Oh, okay. F12 is save as. I don't want it. Some of these files, if you don't. Oh no. It erased everything. Why did it do that? F12. It didn't do it. I don't know. I hit something wrong on the keyboard. I'm going to say BK. Yeah, BK is what I usually do for backup. Yeah, that should be enough to make it. Some files in some certain places will be read, but these aren't going to be read automatically. They have to be pointed to specifically. So if some of them will be read automatically in your X11 setup files and the old GUI in the desktop files X11. If they were there, it didn't matter if you renamed them or anything. It was going to scan them and try to use them anyway. And so you had to take the dot, whatever off of it and everything else. Turn it into a text file or just don't have a file extension on it at all. You had to really, really get creative about it. But this should be okay. Okay, now, what file am I in? Well, let's get out of it. And let's open, yeah, okay, there it is. Now, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to copy that file over. No, wait. Can I copy? Let's see if I can copy and paste from from this machine here. Okay. If I can copy and paste from over here. Oh, yeah, I have it right here. If I can copy and paste SOA record, nothing says. That's the only thing about it. It's the layout of it. It's so different. Very different. This does not have a forward and reverse in it, so I still have to learn how to make the that. But and I'll have to edit all that. Okay, so what good is any of that going to do me? I'm wondering what good any of this would do me other than the 2018 in there, but I'm not too worried about that really. And Bishop Biz dot. I wonder if I need that in there. I don't need the mail records. Like I said, I don't have. In this one, I don't need the mail records. But right down here, the NS records, I need that. But I need to change it. NS server. See, that's different. NS records. That says NS server. I wonder if I could put, and that says A3600 and all that stuff. MX records. Wait. Here we go. A records. There it is. This is the same. That is the equivalent of this over here. Well, this right here is. I don't know about this. The 600, I think, is time to live, but that's. I don't know why I don't have that in there. I guess saying, you know what? The way they keep putting that semicolon in front of stuff, it's looking more and more like it's a comment out thing. Like it will actually work, that way. But this is yeah, that's just a regular A record though. That's not an, okay. That one there, I don't quite know what to do with it. I think I'm going to have to leave it alone. I want to make sure the IP is still, that's the right one. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes? Taking its time, isn't it? Okay, there we go, yeah. Okay. I was thinking, since that had, 2 NS1, NS11, NS12, I thought, okay, I'll put this one and then the other one, but that's a whole different thing. Now those there may need to be in there. I'm going to have to look at some of those screenshots then, because now this is not getting me figured out. Well, I'm glad I have the back up. You see, if it doesn't matter if kind of one of those things where I just don't like it is why I want that to work, Save. I want that to work because the other way, because that means every time that external IP changes, I'll have to change that. But I guess it only makes sense. If you got an internal IP address, it's only going to be good as an NS server to your local network. Okay, now. Name.ca. Let's look at a couple of these before I move on. Yeah, root servers. I've looked at this before. Rootservers.net. Answer section. additional section. Then they've got them with their IP addresses. Now these are things, these are the ones on the internet that don't change much, and then those are IPv6 addresses. See, those look like MAC addresses. Hard to, whoops, what did I just do? I hit F1 twice trying to get out of it. Internal file viewer. It's help. Okay. Okay, I want to get out of that one. Empty. It says empty, but it's not. Our name invalid. I don't know about that. NS. It's got some basic stuff in there. Local host. Our name invalid. Our name. Is that the reverse? I don't know if those must have been generated automatically though. Okay. So yeah, I did copy and paste, so that's better, going to be better than like if I copied this file over and then edited it and then saved it, and if it doesn't have the right groups and all that stuff, I'd be in trouble. So yeah, this one doesn't have any of the rest of that, but go ahead and do it like that for now. Now I need to get into my, gosh, I don't know which ones to look in. Yeah, these are my screenshots. They are gigantic. Oh, both sides have got the same folder open right now. Not sure why I did that, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, this is one I was going to go through. It is a shorter one. So I think I'll go through it and look, because it worked for him, when he got done. Open with, I'll use image viewer so it won't be as heavy on the system usage. Yeah. Checking everything, make sure it's going to be all right. Okay. Yeah, there was one more before that. Okay. This is... See, this is in CentOS. Oh, okay. And it is similar to Linux. But this is similar to the mods. This is a zone file, root NS1, 2011 in his date. NS1example.com, and then he has two more entries, local entries. That's kind of, I don't know what that is. It's not the same as mine. I don't have it open anymore, do I? Put it on just view for now. But mine's a zone. I believe that's a zone file. I can't see the name under there. Go to the next. Let's go on through. Okay, now this is starting from the beginning, installing with Yum, so it's a little bit older. It's also for CentOS. And he got it installed, and then he's Vim, he's using Vim to edit. etc name config. So that's his. I'll kind of just look through them a little bit. I don't think I'll be able to remember back and forth, It has a name.ca, and there's that. I think those are standard things that just need to be there. And then, wait. Let's see if he changed something and I wasn't paying any attention. Yeah, he added his IP address. See, it was just a loopback, and he added his IP address. But that's where I saw somewhere else that you could just put any in there. Now, I may need to go back and fix that, put the loopback in my IP address in there. And recursion, yes. See these, but see these are caching servers too. This one must be then. Some of them are for building, you know, web server ones. You know, maybe I should be going through a different one. Let's see. I think I should have went backwards through it because that'd be closer to the zone files. There's a zone entry right there, though. Are we in the... See, that was over it. The way I was taking the screenshot with it paused, it caused that to be over it. And I started learning to take them while it's going so I could see the screen better. But, yeah, I can't tell. Somewhere in there, I was thinking there might be the name of the file somewhere else and down in here, but I don't see it. But what's highlighted is what he's doing there. He's getting ready to change that to, see, yeah, zone ns1.example.com. Forward, he used forward ns1.example.com and reverse, rev for reverse ns1.example.com. He used... That's how he did that, and that is, I'm trying to figure out, is that still the name config file? Might be. I think it is still the config file because I don't see that he went back to the terminal to open up a new file. So he put, yeah, see, and I may need to make another. I think he just named his config, his zone files that maybe. But I don't. Yeah, zone. It says they do it a little different each person. So. Forward and reverse ns1example.com. I wish he wrote this all up. It worked and it seemed simple enough. I would have just copied everything he did, but I don't think I could ever get through trying to hand type all that out just like he did it. It's better to understand the principles, and then you know what to do too. You know, and I am beginning to catch on to them little by little. Okay. Forward ns1. So this is his zone files, I believe. ns1.example.com. Reverse. So this, yeah, this. If this is in the name config, then I think those are his. Okay, now he's example.com. Yeah, forward.ns1.example.com. var named. So I believe that is his zone file. He just didn't give it a zone. Yeah, I don't think he gave it a zone file extension like I did and like other people, like I learned from other people. Now, what do we got here? Well, it just says a root up there. The thing I couldn't read, it just doesn't say the file name. Now, this is a zone file, though, isn't it? Yeah, this is like mine. ns1.example.com. But I might have. But see, he says he named it that, too. He named the file that. I don't think that matters, but being so inexperienced, I just want to do what's safe. And then the NS, then A and A. So he put, that's way different than the way I did it. See, that's all the same until you get down here. And then this is more like mine. The only thing that's really different is the 600 and the living beings. Then this one is the same pretty much, same principle until you get down here. But then it has ns1example.com, 192. This is the kind of thing is what gave me the idea that I would just be able to point it to, my GoDaddy to ns1.bishopco.biz, and then it would find it like a reverse lookup, then it would find my server no matter what my IP was. But the more I look at it, the more I think my IP, or when it changes, I'm going to change things. I'm going to have to one end or the other, I don't know. I'm really getting more and more turned around. Okay, so but that's an internal IP too on top of that. But he does have, he has ns1.example.com, then he has the same IP address in there. Well, one is just like a regular A record, and then the next one it's ns1. But that is a local IP. So, but this is just I think this is just a local caching server too. And then his reverse, ns1.example.com, REV, FWD for forward and REV. So this one, pretty much the same at the top. And then but then he's got ns. Oh, he's got PTR. Yeah, you got to put that in there. I remember him talking about that in other videos. That says 192.168.222. Now, some of them, and some of the, I don't know, I thought it was here actually, but some of these records you have to flip it around and have it backwards, the IP address, and you leave off the last ones, like mine is, the last ones on mine would be 153, 192.168.0.153. Well, I would put it backwards and leave off the 153. Now this says 222 in PTR, and it's one example. I don't know. That might be a way to not have to do that or something. But that's one thing I don't have. I don't have a reverse. I don't have it noted in my config file, and I don't have one. And this one has them separately. Now I think the first one I ever saw, they just put, I think they put it all in one file. That's what I thought I was going to be able to do. Okay, and he had some kind of, he had an error in there. Unknown host, he was trying to ping it, and he had an error in there. Service name start. Okay, generating, ping, still unknown. And then he went to something that I never saw before. He went into generated by net. He went into cat etc resolve config, generated by network manager, and it said searchexample.com, name server 8888. I need to restart that after all my editing and see. Let's see, restart. Service name to restart. Yeah. I may have to reboot the server because I can't remember you would think that's all you'd have to do, but I can't remember now. Well, let's run that, see what the cat etc resolve.config. Actually, he's just doing that for convenience. etc resolve.config. Let's just go to that file. Okay, let's just get out of our etc, go back to the other side. etc, we're in etc. FGHIJKLMNOPQRS. Yes, I know there it is. I know my ABCs. I just have to say them out loud. Okay, so mine is search, bishopco.localdomain. Oh, okay. Name server 7110.216.1, 7110.216.2. Oh, well, that's those DNS servers from ISP. Yeah, and he said you had to edit that. Okay, let's try the cat command too. See what it looks like. Is that it? I didn't get it right. Cat etc resol v config. I was close. All right, same thing, yeah. Search bishopco.local domain. So that's what cat is. It's to display the contents of a file in the terminal. I don't know what cat stands for, but that's what it does. I finally figured that part out. All right, so then you can, I've seen these, you can edit that file by putting in commands, but that's harder for me. Okay, so go back in there, and this time we'll edit it. I don't know why there's, those were two different numbers, two different IPs. Now I wish I had it. You can't undo from up there. You can undo from down here somewhere. Undo. C-U. C-U? How do you do that? It's a big C though. That didn't work. It's not doing anything. It's pretty hard to get it to work. See? It just puts it in there. Well, I know I don't want, I don't have two name servers, so why put two in there? I wonder if I needed to say search bishopco.biz. Now, Control V doesn't work. Now that might be one of them, and then I'll do it this way. Since they have two of them in there, I'll have two of them in there. Now, the only other thing I don't know is should I be doing, I'm going to leave it like that, but it might need to be bishopco.biz. Thing is, when I leave stuff like that, I don't remember that I did that or didn't do that or whatever. Okay, now, yeah, see, I see something new every time I go, but he went, let's see, let's go on. Yeah, he said that 8888 was, he's like, oh, that's wrong. So he went to VM etc, sysconfig. He went to, I'm trying to cancel that. He went to etc sysconfig network, and he went in there, DNS. One 192.168.7.1. And he put his IP address in there. This is something I haven't seen in any other video. Sysconfig network, and I took my screenshots too fast. I'll hit the print screen and hit enter to make it save it, and sometimes I do it before it comes up, and I'm trying to catch on what they're saying, and they're still, see, the video's still playing while I'm doing this, so So sometimes I get all out of whack until I figure out what's going on. Like that time I clicked it with the mouse. That's one of the mouse buttons up there. Okay. etc sysconfig network. Okay. etc. Is that a folder? That's why I haven't been. This is so hard. Yeah, folder. Sysconfig, and I think the file is going to be a network file. So I got to go all the way back up. Network. Maybe it's a folder. Let's go see if it's a file first. Did I get... It just says etc up here, doesn't say etc sysconfig, am I in? HIJKLMN. Named. I don't think I'm where I thought I was. I don't think I went in there. Sysconfig. Something went wrong. Okay. I might have hit the keys wrong or something. Network scripts. I think that might have been where I remember. Oh, there's a network file. There's a network scripts file, a folder there. And that was how that other guy, I think, was editing. Give it he was doing a bunch of fancy stuff. One of the things he was doing was giving it a static IP, which is something I still haven't done, but my IP won't change as long as my router tells it, but I still think I should do that. Not named, network. Let's look at it first. Created by Anaconda. It's empty. So etc sysconfig network. That's what it looks like. I wish the name would be up there in their deal, like mine. It tells you the file name, you know. Network. Right. etc sysconfig. See, I hit the deal before. I hit print screen before he's finished typing because they go so fast. I try to catch it without having to pause it to get rid of the, the titles and all that stuff at the top that block out, and the bottom, the play bar that blocks out part of what I want to get in my screenshot. But see, I messed up that time. So I believe it is the file network and not a folder called network. But let's see. But all that was already in there, and all he did was edit it. So that's what's got me going, Yeah, there's no folder called network other than network scripts, but... And of course, I wouldn't know which file in here anyway. Or would I? Just says root NS1. Yeah, I wouldn't know which one. That's my network adapter. Well, what's that? I saw one of them editing this file, boot proto down there close to the bottom. I can't move my cursor. Like I said, I can use my mouse. He edited that. Actually, I think he might have put, I don't remember. It was a different guy, not this same guy I'm trying to follow right now. But yeah, Pt14. Well, that would be the network adapter on that machine, not the one I'm on now. I was fixing to show it, but IFCG low. What's that? That's not one they did anything in. IF down. Oh, that's a script. Oh, that's a network down. Scripts, yeah. Set scripts. Okay. I'm just viewing. I don't want to mess any of these up. IF down, ISDN, IF up. Okay. Yeah, the one other guy, the last one, he still a script. Okay. These are scripts to like bring up and bring down the network. That's what those ones I'm looking at. Now the ones that are green, I don't. Yeah, you can look at them. That's another script. I don't know why they're green. I don't know if that means they're could mean something like they're executable or something, or since they're green, I would think, but maybe it's the opposite. You know, maybe they're not. Anyway, I'm getting out of there before I mess something up. But network created by Anaconda, nothing in there. Okay, so net console. Oh, you mount remote sys logging in to record console output from the system. Okay, well, I don't want a remote console. I wouldn't know how to use it that much, and remote terminal's enough for me. And you certainly wouldn't want somebody figuring out how to log into that. Let's see, SC Linux. Yeah, no, the last guy, he showed you how to do the firewall and the SC Linux all in the terminal, how to set it up and everything. Actually, all he did he checked. One of them, all he did was just turn off SC Linux, because he said, well, in the enterprise environment, we don't use. Oh, he turned off the firewall. Well, he turned them both off, I think. But anyway, I think he turned off the firewall and the SC Linux. Then he set up SC Linux, and then he turned the firewall, left the firewall off, because he said he was teaching people that were going to be working in IT, so they were saying, you know, in the airplane going over, I can't hear myself talk. Backup PC. Where am I? Oh, okay, ETC. There's a network manager folder. Okay, so I'm going to leave it right there for now. So, he was saying they use, you know, enterprise firewall grade, you know, firewalls and stuff. They use separate firewall machines, you know. Whichever way they do it. I mean, I don't know if they use, I mean, you can use a server that's set up to be a firewall, or you can use okay. I was going to say it's not going anywhere. Okay, so he put his IP address in that. You know, that's the only thing it didn't have it, evidently, or I just didn't catch him deleting it. I'm not sure. That's what I was wondering about. But he put the IP, but I can't even find that information, and I didn't see that in any other videos. So I think a lot of that kind of stuff was depending on that system, how it was set up by default. Like most of these guys were doing this in virtual machines, so all of them were, and so. You know, that's a lot different, can be quite a bit different, the automatic setup of those than a hardware machine. Or you've installed the software on it, you know. So let's see. Down, oh yeah, shut down. He's shutting it down and turning it back up after he did those changes, the loopback interface and all this stuff. And then he pinged it and it worked. And then what did he do? Then he did an DNS lookup for his example.com. Well, I can do I tried that already, didn't I? Let's try it again. All right, let's see if I can find a. So it works. In this one, the bishop code up is got recursion not available from, yeah, okay. Got recursion. Huh. Not available from 192. Try next server. Oh. Okay. So that didn't work. It didn't work. Oh, wait. It says can't server can't find, but it was trying my external IP address. Can't find any on Nick's domain. I'm going to try something just out of the connection refused. Oh, how weird. Because that is what I named my zone file. You know, that's why I was thinking that. Huh. Well, but it's not the right thing, so. I haven't rebooted anything since I've edited stuff, so reboot the machine and then try it again. I always forget to close. You know, I just toggle in and out of Midnight Commander, and I keep on forgetting to close the program. It's just getting hard shut down. Well, I am sending a reboot command, so maybe it's closing it nice instead of mean. It has never acted funny or complained when I, you know, get back in there. But it's not what I intend to do. I'm listening to myself over there, seeing how it seems like it. I swear it's getting louder. Maybe I'm hitting the wrong. I don't think so, because usually I'll reach over and hit it, and it just starts talking. But the buttons, you know, they've got a separate mute button, and then up and a down button. Then it's got a play and a pause and all that for, you know. I think it only works on the CDs. I don't think it would work in media players. It might. See if it's rebooted yet. Not yet. Yeah, I've edited. I ran into things that I'd forgot about, and I don't really remember exactly what I did, where I did it. I got to have something to follow on this kind of stuff. It's just really how I get tired of hearing myself say it, but it's complicated. It's hard, dadgummit. This is not my strong suit, all this kind of stuff. I'm good at figuring out things as I go. If it's, I don't know. I mean, as far as I was always mechanical and all like that, and then when I started learning computers, I don't know how to really say it, but I can look at new programs, and if they have a half decent, you know, instructional type layout, I can figure them out in the GUI. But having to edit every little jot and tittle, I'm not good at, of files and stuff. Okay, we'll just try that again. Can't find that. Okay, so I guess that tells me right there that Godaddy isn't going to see it. Try it, but I don't think it'll see it. Bishopco.biz is good. It's not an authoritative answer, but it's good. And then, of course, I don't believe. Where's 192? There. Still can't find that. So I haven't done anything to make that. Well, I didn't put in a reverse file yet, dummy. Yes, okay. So, yeah, I don't want to do anything on that domain right now. Why was I in there? Oh, I was wanting to fix it because it's the one that's breaking my other websites. It's the main website. And I was trying to, I'm so tired of that popping up. I was trying to do what it said and change it from default to custom. And that's why I still have that page open. And this one I'm sure is not going to work, but let's try it anyway. And this one, bishopco.biz zone. Oh, I looked for the wrong thing. It knows the address, but it says it can't find bishopco.biz. Well, let's put that in the Godaddy this time and see if it says it's not there. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, still unavailable. I wonder if I could do this. Oops. Well, it worked. I just had a hunch that, this outfit, if they got an NS2, they probably got an NS1, right? So, yeah, that's what's wrong, why that keeps throwing it back, is because it can't reach it. All right. Now let's just leave it that way for a little while. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. But I don't believe that would ever get me to anything because I just wanted to try to do that to see if it will fix my, like they said in those instructions, is in the previous video now, just remembered. But the only way that I could find when you screw up, see what, I guess in this video I mentioned that I had completely ruined my config file. For instance, bishopco.biz was full of all this mail stuff, and it still is because I didn't use my script. I used a script to edit every A record, what it did was edit every record with a ampersand to my external IP address. Well, it tried to, but it couldn't do. Where is my GoDaddy? Well, I'm going to leave that there. It tried to, but it couldn't, and so anyway, it ended up deleting everything except for the ones that I had A records, and it did change the main one, the only one I actually wanted, the A record with the ampersand. But there were some others at the bottom that were to do with the mail, the name servers and stuff that it tried to change, but I guess GoDaddy had them locked for safety, which is good. And actually, I think you can turn that on and off or something. But then all my mail stuff is gone, just gone. And the only way I could find on the and I just started searching Google, and it took me back to the GoDaddy forums and stuff, and they said there's no way in here to do this except for change your. What I gathered, it was very poor explanation of what I gathered they meant. It said change to custom. It kind of gave you the general. One of them gave you the general of how to get there, and it was very poorly, abbreviated too much. Change to custom and then change back. Oh, and right now it doesn't say I can change to custom. Can't change back, does it? Oh, there we go. Now I could. See, it took a while for it to come up. See, it takes a while for you to even be able to do anything. It's in the process of changing. So now let's go see, which one did I do? Bishopco.com. Let's see if it's probably going to be down. Either that or it's going to go to, it's not down. It's just going there. It must not have finished yet. Or either that or this could be cache out of my web browser. I was doing this earlier. I'll try a couple other web browsers. Actually, I might try Nmap on it in a minute. First, let's try. Yeah, let's do Nmap because it's a thorough, deep scan. What do I got? Okay, that's all my stuff I was looking at. Okay, well, I'll put Nmap up over here. Whoops! I always forget that you can't start it. You can try to start it, so you can look for it. It is a graphic. Okay, so it doesn't show up. Thought it did. It does. Maybe it's just being slow. But anyway, you got to go in the terminal. You got to run it as root. It is a graphic user app, and it's a good one. Now, bishopco.com. I think if you hit it enough times, it'll start. It'll finally get over there and hit scan. Now, there's other types of scans. I like the intent scan. I want to know everything I can find out about it. I don't see how that could work. If it can, maybe that's the answer to my dilemma, except for my email's not going to be back, the way I want it. So actually, I may not be able to do it simply because my email won't work. It's just about done. I think it is done. Okay. So it is 53. It's exactly the way I've got my router and everything set up. Port 80 is open, 53 and 443. The printer ports are there, but they're filtered. Okay, so bishopco.com, 4 ports, 2, 3. Well, it's actually 5 ports, but we'll reserve judgment until we get on down there. I'm just scanning it. Open port 80, 53, 443. That was the stealth scan. 3 services. Spectrum. A little bit more about the port, bind, version, Red Hat, Apache on 80. So it's seeing my bind server. It's seeing my bind. Okay. So why I just don't have things. It can be seen on the internet, but I don't have things configured right for it to work with Godaddy or probably anything. 80 Fedora. It doesn't let you know the version of Fedora, version of HTTPD, Apache HTTPD. I don't know why that always shows up. Valve icon unknown. I used to set up valve icons. Maybe they're on there and they're just not working anymore. I don't pay any attention anymore. I quit. Generated with Bluefish, so that page was it was edited at some point with Bluefish and it stuck its little thing in there. In the headers or the metadata or somewhere. I don't really know what that means. Let's see. Robots text 7 disallowed. I've set that up. Server header Fedora. The title. And then 443 SSL. Let's see. I have SSL is all set up and going in Fedora 28. That's one reason. Another reason why I wanted to. I think Fedora 23 had it too. I don't remember if I had the ports open or not though. And more about the robots text. Yeah, Fedora Open SSL. DonsDeals Classified, Living Beings. RSA, keys, the type, public key. That's what I was trying to say earlier about Crusader. I think I need to set those up between my machines that public and private keys from all my machines that I wanted to go back and forth. Okay, so it took 0.36 milliseconds. One hop. Huh. So, I do still have my forwarding set up, but it doesn't go and say, I figured if it, maybe there's a feature in there I didn't understand, and I've had it set up all along because it went straight to it. Oh, wait, it may not in a minute. We'll wait and see. I might scan it again in a minute because it may not have actually been changed yet just because it said it was done. With these things, I'm going to save these scans here. This is bishopco.com report, isn't it? Yes. I guess I'll just do that. Sometimes I put a dash and sometimes I put a dot in there when I do that. Okay. Well, it's working. I'm shocked. Goes to it. It doesn't show, it doesn't go to homeip.net like I had it before. But I bet you I don't have an email on that, but if I did, I bet it wouldn't work. Of course, right now, none of it would work. It's all broken because of what I did. DonsSongs.com. See, that one's working like it should. That one goes to Bishop Coda Living Beings. And that's what I was saying before. I knew I had my site set up right because it's been working for years. It had to be something wrong in my Godaddy, my forwarding something. And let's see if this one works now. No. That still doesn't work. www.bishopco.com. Yeah, because I guess there's no alias, no CNAME for www still. So, although that's, I hate to, still don't know for sure how long is long enough, for it to be done. I'll leave that running for a little bit longer. As long as I'm not, I ought to close it. There's no, it's not using, it's running, but it doesn't, I don't see anything using like too much. I wanted to open up, try Firefox developers again, see. I guess I could try Chrome, but it's funky. It doesn't, like I said, I don't like it much, don't use it much, so the way it will act on a page, on a page, I don't know how much it falls back on its own cache or the web, the system cache or whatever. all web browsers have cache. Cache. They cache files. They hold them for a while, and sometimes you can just hit reload, and it'll get you the new version of the page. And sometimes you can hit it 20 times and it won't. Man, I opened the window a little bit and it made it feel better, but it's 81 in here now. I need to open it some more. It's 48 outside, so I can stand the window to be open a little more. I'm going to run over there and open it while I'm waiting for this program to open up. Yeah, it was when I opened that window. It was 35 or 37. It's already went up to 48, almost 50 degrees. But it has been a few hours though. That was around 7:30 or something. Now it's almost 10:53 a.m. Time flies when you're having fun. The stream went back to being good health, so I don't know. I clicked on that and it has not opened. I think I must be giving too much for the machine to handle, is all I can figure. I'm going to close extra programs. I was thinking I was wanting to run that again. That's why I had it left it open. I don't even need this Crusader open right now. I can go through these for a while and look at them. Yeah. Let's see. NS1 or NS2.afraid.org. Okay. Well, I might actually remember that. Okay. Dig. Let's see. I just remembered a command that tells you a lot about. An. Can't find. There it is. The backwards reverse. 153.068 192. Where's the beginning of that? Where I typed in dig. Can't even find it. There, okay. I was probably reading, I don't know what I was reading. Dig, bishopco.biz. I was reading up above. I guess I just now noticed it was backwards. Oh, it's not backwards. Yeah, this is backwards. Right here. I just now realized. I haven't made that file yet. I got to make that. I got to figure out how to make it. And get it right. I was hoping to copy and paste it from somewhere, but. Okay. I may have to try to type it out. That's in this. Look up dig. Okay, so. NS1.bishopco.biz. Flags. Question section. This one of NA. Authority section. Bishopco.biz. NS what? NS1.domaincontrol.com. Jomex.net. Okay, that's coming. Evidently, it's still talking to. Well, that's, I know that's the GoDaddy addresses. See, I've seen this in the video. One of the recent videos I was watching, and I didn't get a chance to read all the output. Those are my external, my name servers from my ISP. Well, I mean, it still has to go through GoDaddy though. It goes there first. That's where I got my domain names. But it says question section. So I don't know what that means. For a minute I thought, does that mean that's an error? But I don't know. And then, yeah, those are the when. Okay. Well, I do know that that doesn't work. And just one bishopco.biz. That doesn't work. But that does work, other than it not being an authoritative answer. I don't know what happened with Firefox Developer Edition. I really thought I clicked on it and it still hasn't opened up. I think I will not try it again right now. I don't want to overdo the machine. I guess I could. Well, if I close all this, I have to. Well, actually, may not have to log back in. I would like to know before I try to change that back, like they're saying, whether or not, you know, my system is really, my server's really online. It's still coming up, and it's been a while now. I'm going to try Chrome because I don't know what's going on with the developer version of Firefox. I either misclicked it or but if it's still trying to open, there's something wrong. It didn't take that long when I first started using it. And I did use it with both of them, you know, running, both versions. I guess I could go on my laptop, go to it that way. That would be from another machine that may not even have that in its cache. But can't show that, but I could try that. Okay, are you done? You didn't load the full size, so see, I have been to bishopco.com on here. It came right up. Okay, so let's see what happens if I try to go to my music site now. That part works. And that can be reached. So yeah, www.bishopco.com still can't be reached. So it still has to be fixed. So I don't need it like it is. I don't want it like it is. Okay, so let's see. Reload that page again. Let's see if it was like working on populating any of those records. It won't, because you know what I put in there was just that. So okay. Default. That's what they say to do. Features maybe. Okay. Okay, so that's back to normal. It's actually got different name servers now, though. Oh, look, it's no. So far, this is all we got. Just what I had before. Just what I had before I did that. So it doesn't may not do what I hoped. Somebody in in the forums did say you could call them and they'd fix it. I hate to do that kind of stuff, but I may have to. I don't guess, waiting and watching is going to make any difference. I don't think it's going to. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what I had before. Now, I could add my own, I'd have to look at something. I think I have screenshots of this from today before I did all that. And I could do that. Or I guess I could get it out of the, I don't have that open anymore. Get it out of the text files, but it would just be CNAME. Oh yeah, okay. Points to bishopco.com, or do I have to put the, well, no, if I put the IP, then it would be wrong all the time. Bishopco.com, bishopco.com. Yes, okay, I'm going to do that. I don't think that would hinder any if it was, say, working on bringing back those mail records and stuff. Boy, when I make a mistake, I try to be careful, but sometimes I just get a brain fart and do the stupidest thing. I knew I shouldn't do it while I was doing it. But I didn't just screw up one domain. No. I had to screw up 4 all at once with a nice little script. What was it? Just with the GUI they have in there built it for me. Okay. Let's try this, though. Let me see if that fixed that. Wait till it finishes loading. I had to reload it because oh no. Now it won't load this anymore. Oh. I wonder if it has that forward in it. No? Well, this is all right. Why is it back to being like that? Back to all this junk about the URL shorteners. Unless that screwed it up, I put it in there wrong. You might have to put, oh. Yeah, I think that A means your domain name. It's like a, well, kind of like a, well, when I say A, I mean ampersand. I don't remember it looking like that, though, before, so I could have done it wrong. Well, I was going to say maybe I need to put HTTP, but I don't think so. And in here, I don't think you have to put like the dot at the end like you do when you're editing the config files. No forwarding or anything else. Oh, it doesn't even show this. No, it wasn't this one that had a subdomain. Okay. This bishopco.com is working. Okay, let's go to the DonsDeals page under bishopco.com. Let's see if that page works from there, that link. See, it's still the same link. Yep, there it goes, www.bishopco.com. Well, or whatever. This is the other page that wasn't coming in. Okay. This one comes in much quicker. Probably because it's been loaded several times. That's why. Okay, because of cache. Yeah, see now look, coming in really fast. That's why you need to those That's one of those websites that ping your website externally from the real internet instead of from within your own same network as your server. That's why you need that, because of browser cache and because of browsers do try to take the shortest path. If they figure out that it's on your own local domain, like if you had a DNS caching server on your local domain, you'd hardly ever get it to go. And see, Windows machines always had that in them, and I don't know if Linux does or not. To be honest, I haven't paid attention. I always had never was hardly able to get the real results, in the web browser in Windows. I remember that now that I think about it. But why doesn't that work? Why did it work once and then not? Well, it didn't. First time it worked out of cache. Now, why is it not working? Is it because of those shortener things that are in there that I keep talking about? I hate to delete those and break even more stuff. But that fixed it. I did it right. I don't remember it looking like that, just having an A there. But it's working. That link that was not working is now working, I believe. I just can't believe that. Let's try one more time to open that up and see if it'll open. It's been long enough. It should have opened or done something. I could close, the other Firefox and see if there's any more, Firefox processes left. Just got the regular ones, see, web extensions, and then there's always, even when you don't have a one page open, you'll still have stuff. I just think it just doesn't want to start. I had them both running before. Unless my link in it's wrong now or something. Something got messed up. Name, home, done, desktop, Firefox. Oh, it's going to the command is wrong. It's going to here, and that's not working. Maybe I hadn't clicked on it yet. Well, here, let's get the commands out of this. That'd be the simplest thing, I think. Open with no application. There it is. Link target. Alright, now this one for some reason doesn't have its properties right. Actually, it'd be better to browse and make sure you get it. That's the one right there. You want the one that has the little icon. Close. I started to copy and paste that in there, and what you can do, I've done it. Why do we have two of these? Somehow I just now did that. Firefox Corner Developer. Oh, it's got the wrong icon on it now. Why? I wonder what caused that. I don't know, but let's go to home. I know I found them earlier. I used 64 last time. Let's use 48 this time. That is a smaller spot. There. Acts like it don't want to work again. There, I just was impatient. So that was weird. No, I don't want it to be my default browser. Okay. Now, let's see how many processes we got. Well, now see, now you've got a whole bunch more under the blue one, even more than you do. That's why I don't want to run them for long. All right, now it worked, but let's see. No, it didn't. It went to Bishop Co. That's probably cache. There. Now it's working. Ah, so it must be fixed. See, now when you click on the Don Songs album cover, by the way, that's what those are. You know, people don't notice that, but there are links right there too. But, you know, it could have been, people say, well, how do you get to the music? And I would tell them that, and they didn't really understand, but it could have been that I didn't understand that it wasn't working at times. There may have been a lot of times I thought it wasn't working. See, once I get, you know, when you work on it once every few years, it works. See, I even put more than one link to the same place in there. Let's see, now all links should work. Okay, now that's more like it. That says bishopco.com too, like it should. Well, it does change. See, it's not saying Don Songs anymore. I don't have it masked. So once you click on that first link, you know, well, actually, it doesn't show Don Songs when it goes there. It shows bishopco.com. I had it masked. I usually had it masked so that it would look. People wouldn't go, what the heck? You know, I thought I went to donsongs.com. Especially, you know, with nefarious stuff, you worry about that. But if you know that it's Don Bishop, that you're going to see his music, then you probably won't worry about it. But let's see if any of the music, let's see that the music plays. I don't know how loud it'll be. You can download them by right-clicking on them. It's let's see about this one. If you want to download one, then you would say right-click, save link as, and this is in Fedora Linux. It's going to be pretty similar, you know, in other operating systems, except for Mac doesn't have a right-click, so I don't have a clue. I've only used, oddly enough, a bunch of this stuff, especially on the Living Beings. Well, some of it on this album was recorded on the Mac with Marty, like that song that I just got through playing. Marty played on that. Well, that was actually originally recorded, bounced back and forth between a cassette and a DAT, two-channel DAT tape, the old first digital formats we had, you know, to record on. I mean, that was just two channels. They weren't multi-channel, you know. They weren't always multi-channel as in two, but anyway, how do you get back? And then these we did on the Mac. Me and Marty. Let's see, not all of them were done. Let's see. Yeah, not all of them were done with Marty, I don't think. Well, maybe they were. I think me and Marty did all of these. Yeah. The other album, some of them were me and Marty, and some of them were me and Steve. And well, let's see. No, they've got. Let's see. Yeah, just me and Steve. There was another guy named James, but I don't have anything that he played on here. I never did, put them on a CD or anything. So yeah, really old graphics and stuff, straight HTML, but so it's working again. Glad of that. It should work just as well on the other server as this one. I mean, maybe unless it gets tired or something. But that's still not the end of the story. I mean, I don't have any of my mail stuff back. But that is all you have to have your website working, is just that right there in GoDaddy. Boy, I am so... Only thing else I can, like I said, I'll see if I can figure out how to upload. I'm not going to do it to this one. I got those working, so I'm going to leave Don Songs and Bishop Co. alone right now. I'm going to go to, let's see. I'm not going to keep working on the, I know I need to do a reverse, but I've still got lots of work to do on my DNS server. And I didn't get it to show up. I don't know why it's not showing. I think I'm just going back and forth making mistakes in the config files. I mean, it is still running. Let's see. How do you test that? Well, I'll do that later too. The website being screwed up is really bothering me more. If I wouldn't have screwed that up, I'd have been able to keep working on this. I was just working on it. I was thinking, well, if I could get it to be seen by GoDaddy so that I could do what I just did. But as you see, it didn't help anyway. It just... oddly enough, the website seemed to be working, which I didn't expect. I guess there's something in that forwarding service that does do that, and I just never understood. But you still wouldn't want to do that, because then you don't have any of your mail records or anything. I'd have to make my own custom zone files. Well, I guess I'd have to make zone files with their name servers in them, Do I have a zone file open? Not now. Once you open this thing, you can't move it to a different window. It bugs the heck out of me. I can't open this up. Whoops, wrong program. Can't believe I'm starting to need a break again too. But yeah, I don't want to. I'll wait until Fedora gives me that. Oh, I tried out Fedora 29. It's well, it's all right. I mean, it's fixing to be released. So I went in and downloaded it. That is not what I meant to do. Okay, let me close this. That's what I meant to do. Now see, now we'll be back to the normal amount of Firefox usage there. Let's see if did I ever... Okay, now why can't it go to it in this version of Firefox? That blows my... It pisses me off, but it blows my mind. But why does it keep doing that? Did it again to a different... Yeah, those are auto-generated folders that it's doing. Sometimes you used to be able to do that, but I think that... Oh, it worked. www.donsongs.com, and now it worked. Now, why did that work? Don't know. But looky there. I guess it forced it to really look for it. So I guess it was bringing it out of cache. That's all I can figure. Unless it's been spelled wrong all along. DONSONGS.com. Well, let me go look at my DonsOngs settings here. See if I have something right in the... Oh, it has the wrong IP address in there. Oh, because I have it forwarded. I think what happens... I figured out what that IP address is once. I think it's I was trying to open up the file manager a minute ago. You know what? I'm going to close this viewer because it's just bugging me. I like to have things in the workspace that I'm used to having them in. Okay, so 131.241. Have I done a... No, I don't have one labeled that. Well, that doesn't mean I didn't. Yeah. Oh, there it is. 131.241. So that might be the one that was... Yeah, it might be the one that was scanning forever. It was going through GoDaddy. If I just try to go to it, then I just think it'll say it can't go there. Oh, it goes to the URL shortener thing. Why is it like that? Now, if I put the regular IP address in there, my external IP, that'll break my... but it worked in the other browser. That's what just drives me nuts. All right, let's go looking in the shortener stuff before I go. I was going to try again to figure out if I could alter those files and upload those zone files. Let's see. I'm already logged in, so maybe if I'm at the shortener thing. Here we go. API keys. There they are. So this is the shortened. Yeah, I believe that's what they are. See, I thought I knew what I was looking at. API key. You don't have an API key. Oh, okay. But domain settings. Base redirects to, bishopcode.us.2. And then bishopcode.us.2 Elijah. Oh. And then this one. bishopcode.bishopco. This one should be good. So that's not shorteners. That's settings. Well, it says shortener right there, and it says shortener right there. But what it really is forwards. Yeah, I don't want bishopco.us.2. I want .com. Yeah, bishopco.com. I wanted to make sure it was good because I can look at something over and over and think it's okay. I should be able to edit these. This one I don't want it. Leak shortening service. Yes. I don't want that. Okay. Now, DonsDeals is the one that's been going crazy too. I was fixing to edit it and put it to, it's going to bishopco.com. So DonsDeals, if I edit it, it's supposed to be going to bishopco.com. What happened? Something went wrong. But it doesn't. It breaks. Or it goes to the base page. So I'm going to delete that one. I think this is what's been jacking everything up. So I'm going to delete all of them. I was worried at first, but now I'm not. There. API keys, I don't really know what the API keys are for. URLs. Okay. That's what that says. There. If I change my mind, I could put them back in there. Okay, now let's see if that helps with any of this craziness that's going on with this thing. There must be something different. I don't know, maybe it's got something to do with all my like ad block and different add-ons even. I don't know, but I don't see why that would have anything to do with how a shortener works. Okay, now it's just not loading at all. Oh, let's go to my domain manager again. Let's see, it probably got rid of my might be like I said. Let's see if it's gone. It should go somewhere though, I would think. It should go get an error at least. Let's close the page again. And yeah, I don't have forwarding. So I think what they're calling a shortener is actually the forwarding. It tries to go. It knows where to go. That's what's funny. Tries to go. Well, no, it's trying to go to donsongs.com to weave 98 index HTML, which was the last place. Oh, it's just parked now. I wonder, instead of forwarding it, yeah, this is Dawn Songs, and it has exactly the way I did bishopco.com. So it has its CNAME www. Okay, so it's parked now. So yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. We don't want it to park. We want it to go to I was hoping it would remember one of the last ones. Time to live custom. Yeah, it's back to the way it was. 1 hour is the way. Yeah, the normal way. Okay, I got to get the IP address out of something. I don't know it. Oh, I bet it's in these. Yeah, it's right there, isn't it? Yep. Okay, now. I wish I could put, now here's what I was hoping. I could put in ns1.bishopco.biz and have it go there. But I don't think that works at all. Actually, I don't think you can put, I tried that already, I think. This is not bishopco.biz, of course, but well, I mean, I don't really want to hit save on that. But that's what I was thinking. But that's, see, the NS servers, yeah, but anyway, I know one thing I do know works is the real IP address. What I was just now wondering is, can I add this? I don't have it in, I had that in my, I wonder if I have it anywhere. Yeah, there it is. There. This is what I'm wanting right here. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, invalid IP address. I think you have to use a IP address too. I don't think you can use. If I was going to try it, I'd try it on bishopco.biz. Put ns1.bishopco.biz, but I'm pretty almost certain that you can't put it in that spot. So now, has been removed or changed. Well, it's not quite done. It's not quite done being changed yet. Takes a bit. But it should, actually what it will do is go to bishopco.com until I forward it again. I could set, well, I don't want to set a subdomain. But see, what I have to do, yeah, okay, what I have to do is if I get my name server working, then while I'm getting it working, I have to set up virtual hosts, one for each domain name. So the main one will be bishopco.com, actually, not bishopco.biz. I was doing bishopco.biz because I wanted to play with one that wasn't, I didn't care if it was down, because bishopco.com is the root of everything. That's the way I set it all up, and that's the way all the links work in the HTML. And so, Donsong side, as you could just saw, only works when bishopco.com works. And because it's see, like that link, I actually had that work once right there. I set it up like that. That's why it keeps trying to go back there, I think. Oh, no, it worked. Why did it do that? Huh. Now it's working. Oh, but see, it went to, see, it says bishopco.com. Oh, that one does too. Just www. So, oh, it still does that. So when you're on the main page, it shows that one, and then I guess once you click the link, because I don't have it, I'm gonna say obfuscated, but no, I don't have it. The rest, I don't have it where it will just keep showing donsongs.com. Why is it working? It did that earlier, and then it quit working after a little bit. Well, it could have been those those short links that we was trying to go through them, but what is it I'm trying to say? In forwarding, mask was masked. Okay, I don't understand how come it's saying donsongs.com and working. Seems to be working, like everything is working. Okay, so, well, let's double check it in Firefox Developer again. I guess I should just, well, I'm still not sure if it's that much better, but when you're editing web pages, usually I just use this browser. Right to it. I don't know if it's going to quit in 10 minutes or if it'll keep working. Of course, I just went to it a while ago. It shouldn't still, I mean, after that many times, it shouldn't still be that many reloads and everything. If it was going to not work, it wouldn't think. See, originally I set all my IPs with that script to that same IP and thinking everything was going to work, and it didn't. But okay, something has to tell it to go. What happened is they all went to bishopco.com, you know. So why is it going to the right place? I think the DNS servers here on GoDaddy are remembering where it went last time or something. I don't know. See, I'm not using no forwarding. No forwarding. And at one time I did set it to, where did I do that? Oh, I did it in the forwarding. I set it to DonsDeals. What it's showing there, DonsDeals.com. I forwarded it to DonsDeals. Instead of changing it to bishopco.com, I just said, just left it at, I put DonsDeals.com to Weed98 index HTML. I had done that. Yeah. It's not in anything here, but it's actually doing that now. This is the craziest stuff ever. This Nmap Max is going to be a good server. It can load them up fast. Of course, it is on wire. It's wired, not wireless. I got to remember, this is well, the Nmap Max has a 100 megabit, Ethernet card. So it's all. So that's a huge difference between that and you're only getting. Well, let's see. No, I'm not going through the internet, so I've got 100 megabit. Even though it may, I doubt it's going through the internet. Probably going locally. So, and then going to the gateway in the garage is going over the Wi-Fi, and that thing can only upload at 2 megabits or so. Right, last time I checked. Evidently, it's probably getting down even worse than that, to the point that it won't load the pages. I'm going to go to Uptime Robot and see if it's showing up on there. And what's the other one? If I can remember the name of the other one. Okay, I never can remember which one is which. Okay, it's up. It's been up for 0 hours. I just got it back up. But it shows. This is the one that checks the most often, though. It was down. So it doesn't have anything on the others in the recent list. There we go. It hasn't been disturbed in 11 hours. US.2 shows to still be up, but am I checking that one? Yeah, I am. So can you go to it? Oops, I clicked on the wrong one. That's one of the monitors. You can do that and go to the site when you click on it. And this one, it does that. It goes to the details of that particular domain. And then I don't even remember how to get back. Now I've got it all whacked out. Is that back to normal? Yeah, okay. Now let's see. Uptime Robot, not Mon Static, but I think it's Mon. Let's see. I think that's the one that doesn't work, and it's still in my history. Now I'm not even sure. It says sign out. My account. Well, how do I do my... I don't think that's the one, but it looks like it's checkpoints. Let's see. Oh, this is the one. This is the one that works. Okay. I guess the other one's some other name. So anyway, they show, well, see, they only check every 30 minutes, so they don't show to have been down long enough to tell. Yeah, every 30 minutes. Last monitored 11 minutes ago. That's bishopco.com. What about donsongs.com? 30 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes ago. So it was right after I got it up. So this one won't even notice unless it's down at least 30 minutes. I guess it never logged me out since I was in there earlier today, but this one did. All right, so I just can't believe that it's working like that without me having to forward it, because it would not. Well, like I said, I swear I went to it and it worked one time, and then I reloaded the page, one time, and it went away and gave the error. Well, that was before I deleted all those redirecting things, all those shorteners, URL shorteners. So maybe they really were my whole problem of it being up and down, up and down, up and down. And you know what? I don't know how long it's been going on, a year at least. And sometimes it would be fine for a month or two or three, and then it would start doing it again. And when it does it, it was just constantly, and I couldn't figure it out. Most of the time I didn't feel like trying to figure it out. But what I don't get is there's no forwarding, and I just set it to go to, see here, okay, look at this. I set it to go, and that's where it should be going. And I thought I was going to have to go and change it to go the forwarding, turn it back on so that it would go to my DonsDeals website. So I still think there's something wrong. That don't make sense. Unless, where's that? I have not been looking for how do you get to that shortener? I only get there when I don't want to get there. Yeah, I don't want to get into the stuff that's personal. All this stuff is all anybody that has a GoDaddy account will know, of course, except for my actual, say domain names and email names and stuff, which actually they're all gone and I can't show them to you. Products. I don't know how I got to that shortener. I thought I'd go back there and see if it put one in there for me, is what I was thinking. It's the only thing I can imagine. Yeah, there we go. What? How did that do that? What are you doing? Oh, I guess it's showing all the information on it, and I was at the bottom. Okay, yeah. URLs, settings. Settings. Yeah, I don't have any shortened domains now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. BishopCo.biz still works. .com don't work all of a sudden. I tried to go to www. Oh, that says .con. No, .con's not going to work. .com works. And DonsDeals.com works. Okay, now that's crazy, insane, makes no sense. Now you know why I don't mess with this very often, because I get so fed up with it. Once I get it working, I don't want to bother it. That's why I put, I learned about DNS servers quite a bit several years ago, and then I just never wanted to get back and do it again. And now I remember exactly why. It turns my head upside down and inside out. All right, so let's look at that DNS page again, see if anything has showed up. Sometimes it doesn't, it doesn't reload properly. But I have no forwarding, and by all rights, it should be going straight to my homepage of my bishopco.com, but it's actually going where it's supposed to go. I don't see any place where it's set to tell it to go to where it's going, which is what I want. I just don't see. I just don't believe it. I keep thinking it's in the cache. Well, let's see. Did I open up Chrome again? I may find out. There was a real quick and easy way. I used to do it a lot back in you know, when I was using Windows, I would do it in Internet Explorer. You could clear the cache with just a couple of clicks. And I think Firefox used to have that too, but all I see is clear the cookies. Clear the browser cache. But actually, I think that, well, maybe I should have looked in Developers Edition. It went to it, and it did it. And that says bishopco.com. We've 98 index HTML. Got some plugins that aren't supported, but that's fine. Those are old Flash plugins and stuff, which I need to just take them off there now. Okay, so it's still working. Okay. Make sure it's finished shutting down. Now I'm going to look into, I didn't think about that when I had it open. I'm going to look into Firefox developer. Now before I even, well, no. See if the page opens like it's supposed to. Now it's saying bishopco.com instead of donsongs.com, but it's still working. And that's what I would actually expect. Maybe the forwarding, even though it's not showing up on there, it has not been changed yet. Maybe that's it. Because like I said, some things take a while to change. Maybe even though it's not showing up in here, it hasn't been changed. But why did it suddenly start working perfectly when I put that IP in there, though? It may stop working here later. Okay, now what I was wanting to know was... same thing, just about cookies. It says cache right there, but let's see, manage data, cookies. Why does it have a PayPal? That must be, oh, that, I guess it's sharing that information with the regular, I haven't been to PayPal on here. Just put it in here. So I won't hit clear data. When you I only accept cookies, you know, from sites I visit and log into and stuff. I always turn off, you know, don't accept cookies from wait a minute. Oh, let's probably don't have this one. Is probably going to have to set it up again. Third-party cookies, let's see. I don't even see it. Doesn't even look like the other regular Firefox. Oh, the do not track thing. Accept cookies inside data. Block cookies inside data. Guess you have to do that. Yeah, third-party trackers recommended. Okay. I usually blocked all, actually I didn't turn that on because I didn't want it to mess up my editing of my website. And also if I got to sometimes if I got to a site that it wouldn't work right, instead of trying to figure out all the settings, I would just open it up in this one and use the website that I really needed, you know, something to work. All third-party cookies may cause websites. Yeah, I was running that, and I didn't see websites breaking. But then, well, I don't remember. I remember what the problem I was having, but I didn't think it had any. One day I got in here not too long ago in the regular Firefox, and I changed it from that to third-party trackers recommended. But yeah, if you do all, a whole lot of websites won't work. Oh, okay. Well, the reason I didn't, turn. I used to didn't. If I was thinking, I have ads too on my blog. I should just take them off. I haven't made a dime up them in years. But I think that's it. Yeah, I have ads that don't generally show up. Yeah, see, they don't show up because I have AdBlock Plus on my regular browser, but I would, like, if I don't put it on, I don't have it on here right now, and then sometimes I leave it off. I don't have very many anymore. I had several. There's another one down there. What is that? I haven't been blogging much at all the last couple of years. But yeah, okay, there used to be one down there, but I guess I finally figured it out. It was in the site template, and I had a hard time finding it to get it out of there. These are in the like sections in in the regular setup, GUI setup. But I had to go edit the HTML to get that one out of the bottom. I guess I finally did. Yeah, I just have two now. But I haven't got. See, years and years, several years, quite a few years ago, and I'm probably because everybody's so sick and tired of all the blinking ads and everything. And I try to do ads that don't blink or do anything, to drive people crazy. But I made probably about 3 years after I first built this blog and put ads on it. I made my first $100. It took me like 3 years to get up to the $100, and then that's the only time. That was years ago now. How many years? But I do like my blog for went off of it now. I wish I was back on it. Let's see, it won't go there. There. But like for instance, these videos that I'm working on right here, these things that I'm doing, I'll put up a post with a playlist. I believe, yeah, it's supposed to be a playlist. I think this is a playlist. And there it is right there. That's a playlist if that's not. And starting with the first video I did on it, and then I put as I find information, I put links. I keep updating this. I keep doing it because in case I forget, to do it later. But I just see now it's a long list of research links. And then I put on the descriptions of the videos, I put a link to this blog post. And I should just do that on anything that has any research involved. Should have done it as I was going. I forget that I can do that, But that way I don't have to go back and update each and every video in the series. All I have to do is put that link in there going to this blog post, whatever blog post it would be, and not only does it have the research links, but it has all the videos in a playlist. So if someone happens to find it in the blog, it gives me another chance for the videos to be found. I used to get fairly decent traffic on this blog. I don't know. I haven't looked in a long time, but once I got that check that one year, I was surprised, and I started paying attention to the traffic. I was like, my gosh. It was like 1,000, 1,500 hits a day. I mean, I've never got you know, I don't know if I ever got 50 hits in a day on my regular websites, you know. And that's also why I went ahead and made, I forgot about that. I think instead of going to, no, that is my website. Yeah. Somewhere, at one point I had links, I had pages. Yeah, that's my actual website. I had pages. Or maybe that's it. Yeah, this is on my blog. This is my music on my blog, and instead of linking to my website, I put a player on here.
It was a getaway moment. Get away!
From archive.org. I have all my music on archive.org. And I just made it real abbreviated there, you know. Well, I did put that's big text. The formatting didn't hold true very well. Yeah, I pretty much just put that's the Living Beings page, and then and then I guess this one's the other one. Yeah, and it should have a player on it. And so I put that on there. But I don't know well, I mean, I guess I could go look in the blog thing to see how much traffic those pages are getting. But yeah, you can make 2 or 3 pages in your blog, or like just static pages like that. And so I did that, and yeah, there's 3. I don't know if that's all I could make or just all I wanted, and that way, if my website was down, that could be my backup. That was one reason why I did it. I might be able to make these my backup. Well, no, not backup DNS, because these would have to be like forwarded, you know, because they're not fully qualified domains or anything. I mean, if I don't want to just point it to the, you know, the main DonsDeals blog, but that's the subdomain anyway. It's, you know, donsdeals.blogspot.com. So. But I can't believe that's sitting there working like that, the way it's set. But I'm getting pretty tired now, so I think I'm all run out of energy. It is working. So I was thinking I was going to take a break and then continue on, but I'm just too tired. I already had my supper. I had my supper before I started making the videos. So that made me able to keep going without realizing how long I was going. But now I'm worn out. I'll probably have to eat something before I go to bed now. And I've been up all night, so I'll be going to bed now. Have to get a bath, you know, and all that stuff too. But at least, you know, I broke things, but at least now but I fixed my website. So I'm going to go, I want to turn off the NetPro Max though. So I'm going to go and turn, none of that's depending on it is going to the NetPro Max right now, you know, the websites are, and that is why they're loading fast, really nice, like they should. That was one good thing about having the server in the house. You didn't have any problem with bandwidth, you know. And the only I guess I'm just going to have to. It actually does. I never thought it would be dependable. I mean, using Wi-Fi, but it's not that it's before when I was using the ZoneNet, before it got wore out and didn't work good anymore. Got to look at this and make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It was for a long time, for years, it was dependable. I just didn't like leaving it on because I thought because it was old and I was afraid it was a security. Well, because one time I saw an Android, I didn't have any Android devices, and I saw an Android device in my router, you know, and I was like, what the heck, somebody's hacked my Wi-Fi. Then I realized I had that on, and then a month or 2 later, I was talking to Jeff, the guy that used to be my neighbor next door, and I was telling him that story, and I was, when I tried to, Zen map them and tried to find out what machine it was and everything, see if I could figure out who it belonged to, because it had to be somebody, a neighbor. He goes, he kind of made a funny face and he goes, "Oh, I think my phone is set to connect to any available network connection, just automatically." And I said, "Oh," and I thought I had that turned off in that zone net, so I decided, well, either it won't do it, it's too old to do it right, or it's just not secure enough the way it works, or something. And so I just used to didn't turn it on except for when I needed that, and it's just I didn't want it to get overheated in the summer and burn itself up. But this last summer I had my server and that Linksys out there running on 100, 108, 100, and a couple of days were 110, and they kept right on chugging along. Now I had two fans going, one big one right at it, and then a ceiling fan. But I don't think they'd have made it without that. They would have just locked up and died. They might have burnt. They might have got overheated and broke completely. But it probably. The computer would have shut itself down. The router, it might pop a cap is what I was afraid. But anyway, capacitor, not like the kids say. Anyway. Okay, 154 is, and 153, I don't want to change those because that stuff's not even available on the gateway outside anyway. So that's when I decided I could run one in the garage. But that router's it's about had it too now. So I think it's not just that. I think it's because the newer routers are more powerful. They're taking up more bandwidth. More and more devices taking up more bandwidth. The Wi-Fi routers are all still on the same bandwidth they always were, but they are more powerful, and they do interfere with the each other more. I was showed how many things are lately. I've made a video with my phone showing on my phone how many. I've got I don't have any desktop apps to show that, but I don't have any. This desktop doesn't have Wi-Fi. I couldn't do it anyway, but. Phones all have the Wi-Fi finder on every one of them. You can see what's right in your area, wherever you're at, So, anyway. Okay, now let's go to the website. Okay, now that was really quick, so that might have been cache. But it's still working like it should. If it's indeed going to that machine, let's just go to that machine. 154. There it is. Now let's go to each page. It's still the same principle. See, this is my Dawn Songs page. Now that page works, and see, it wasn't working before because of that Godaddy. It was that Godaddy shortener that was breaking everything. That is the weirdest, stupidest thing ever. Hey, everything's working on their end. It's breaking all my websites. Stupid message saying, "Oh, it's all working. Everything's fine for us. It's got to be the server. Server's down. Server's broke. It's outdated." All kinds of weird messages. What's that? That's a search. Oh, that's a site search. But every one of my links are working again. So I knew there was nothing wrong with those links. I mean, they came kind of odd. I don't know why. I think at some point, I do remember having a lot of trouble with this link here. And at some reason, I guess I decided I had to go to it might have been to GoDaddy and I didn't know it, but www.bitchco.com, and it was working. I remember having trouble with this one would work and not work. And I remember editing it several years ago. So now see, this is going straight to that machine, local network, but that's on that machine. So now I know that it really is working. Everything is working as it should. Now, these pages that are coming up here could be from recent cache, or they could be. That's why I'm trying to reload it a few times. I still don't see how somehow I got off of the main page when I did that. But it seems to be working on the domain. There's the main website. That's working. Well, good. Now, that's one of my biggest worries. That's crazy that I end up breaking all my email stuff. And now if I went to Thunderbird, and I'm not going to do it because I'm tired, but it would, a while ago, several hours ago, I went there and opened it up to see if they'd sent me anything saying I need to approve. I was hoping they sent me something I needed to approve those changes so that I could say no, put it back after I broke everything. If they still did send me something later, I would do that. I'll say put it back, and then I'll fix all this again. But the only hope I got to fix, well, I guess I could call them, and I may have to, but I'm going to try editing those zone files, getting rid of the extra junk that's in them, the notes and stuff that I think might hang it up. That, and what was the other thing? Oh, that file format. Yeah, I'd like to try that. I'd like to try uploading one, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'd like to I'll try one of these other domains that's broken. Now that DonsDeals and BishopCo.com is working, BishopCo.biz never was broke, so I would try one of the Psalm 68 pages. And I didn't even look to see if they were working, but I think they are. They still have the IP address. But try, uploading one of those files, zone files, without. It could have been just because there was a dot in the file name. Very well could have been extra dot. And if that's not it, then I can try editing out the stuff that looks like it might foul it up, the comments. But go ahead and shut this down. Okay, that's worked. Oh no, it didn't. Oh, now see, it's still going. Yeah, it's messed up. It's still going to my main BishopCo page. And that is what DonsDeals was doing. And so that's when I did that, changed that IP. That's why I still can't get over. It wouldn't work until I forward it to the right folder. Well, I'm not going to worry about it tonight. They've been up and down for months now. That just aggravates the heck out of me that they have been, but I'm too tired now. Yeah, I said tonight and it's in the morning, so I'm tired. It's actually noon. All right, so I'm going to have to go. About dying for a break now. So, there we go. That's all I can do today. Sorry. There we go. That's all I can do today. I'm not supposed to play the music until I'm done saying goodbye. Okay, so bye-bye.